cops have to deal with more than just crazy criminals. According to certain threads, they also have to deal with paranormal activity. Here are some of the most insane stories from the cops who have seen it all. Number 1. So this story goes that a police officer had just started his second year as an Oregon State Trooper. Mark was dispatched on a call of a man holding a gun to a woman's head. When Mark and his partner arrived, the woman was crying and saying over and over, "He shot me, he shot me." Leaning down to talk to her, Mark told her, "He didn't shoot you." Continuing to talk to her, he determined that she had no family and she refused his offer of a ride. The officer asked her if she would be okay alone. The woman said yes, so Mark and his partner left. At the end of their shift, the two officers returned to the station house and told their co-workers what had happened. One of the other officers looked up the woman's name and reported that a young lady by the name had been shot and killed by her husband about 6 years earlier. There was never an arrest made. 2 years later, Mark was training a new officer when they got another call about a man holding a gun to a woman's head. They arrived to find that woman outside the house saying, "There, he's in there." Entering the house, they found a man sitting on the ground with his hands in the air. After handcuffing him and running his name, Mark learned the man was the wanted shooter. Was it just luck that we should be there when he was there? Or was it the ghost wanting justice for her murder? To this day, it still creeps them, thinking about it. "I hope she's finally at peace," Mark said. The man was sentenced to 20 years in prison and there have been no more calls from the house. Story 2. The Key Holder. Dispatched to an old office building that had been converted into a doctor's office, Bob and his partner arrived to meet up the building key holder. They entered the building and went up to the second floor where a motion signal had gone off. After clearing the office, they returned to the hall to find all the previously secured office doors on the floor were wide open. Clearing and securing each office again, they headed back down to meet with the key holder, only to discover that he was gone. Calling dispatch to get a number for the key holder so they could be updated, dispatch informed Bob it wasn't possible that they had met with the key holder as they had learned that the key holder was still 5 minutes away. When the real key holder arrived, Bob described the man that had let them into the building. The woman said he was a doctor who used to lease that office, but he had committed suicide several days before. Number 3. The Haunted Police Department. An electric typewriter turns itself on and begins to type. A broken sidewalk cleaner with no key turns on. Footsteps and doors slamming without anyone appearing. For several years, Police Chief Jeffrey of the Homestand Police Department received reports of the paranormal variety from his officers and staff. With the increase of frequency of reports, the chief gave approval for paranormal investigators to come in and see what they could find. The investigators set up equipment to record sound and movement. They stayed in the building overnight. When results were played back, the equipment had picked up some activity. One investigator reported being tapped on the shoulder and feeling a hand pull her hair up. An audio recording picked up the sound of a door slamming and saying, "Hey Sam," followed by another door slamming. An audio recording from the basement picked up the sound like a scream. A video recording picked up a shadow moving across a window that led into the old office. The paranormal team concluded that the building appeared to be haunted by residual ghosts. These ghosts don't interact with people, but they linger for centuries. Now, wasn't this a really chilling experience shared by various cops? If you know of any other such stories, don't forget to let me know about them right below in the comments section. And you better get back to us for more such interesting updates.